In today's video, I'm going to quickly go over the main things you should do before Season 1 Reloaded comes out, or at least before you play the raids that are going to be releasing. If you don't know, the next big thing that is going to be coming into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to be raids. These are essentially, if you want to look at it, basically co-op campaigns that will be coming out over the next few seasons, or at least throughout the Modern Warfare 2 life cycle. One other thing that I need to mention is these will not be free, unfortunately, and in today's video I'm going to kind of explain to you how to prepare for them, because you can actually ready up in a wave right now and make the experience of playing them way easier. And we know this because Infinity Ward themselves told us to do these things. If you're new here, please subscribe. We're on the road hitting 40,000 subscribers, and we're like nearly 10 subscribers away from hitting 38,000 subscribers, unless we already hit that when this video goes up. So huge thank you to everyone, like seriously, extremely appreciate it. And also be sure to drop a like on the video. So the first thing is play the Spec Ops missions. Now again, the only way that you can play the Spec Ops missions is by owning Modern Warfare 2. Unfortunately, these are not free and will not go free anytime in the future. Now currently, as of right now, we have High Ground, Gun Game, which is just like a little fun thing you can do inside of the game, Low Profile, Denied Area, and lastly a Defender MWII. Now both the Defender and the Gun Game seem to just be kind of these modes that aren't exactly as Spec Ops, or at least a campaign like experience, because obviously Gun Game is just going to be rotating through different weapons. It's just a fun thing you can do on the side, and the Defender one is like a good old Spec Ops thing we had in the past, more specifically Spec Ops Survival. Another thing to explain with cooperative or Spec Ops, whatever you want to call it, is you can only play it with more players than one. So hopping in with a friend is definitely a good thing, unless you want to play with randoms. It does really depend on to you. Inside of this, you also have these stars, which is just a different way that you can unlock different things inside of the game. You can unlock some emblems, some calling cards, weapon blueprints, and different things like that, which is really nice, because the next thing you really, and I feel like this is the main one that you want to concentrate on, is the kits. Inside of the game on Spec Ops, we currently have 3 different kits: Assault, Medic, and Recon. And inside of these kits, you unlock special stars that I mentioned earlier that will be leveling up these specific kits and letting you get special abilities. You can unlock these stars by going into the actual, let's say, intel, one way of checking it out, then moving over to the star rewards, and it will tell you how you can get these. So for example, for the Defender MWII, you can get 1 star for complete Defender, so basically just complete that mission. You can get 2 stars while allowing 9 or fewer bombs being planted, and you get 3 stars altogether while allowing 3 or fewer bombs being planted. So that one isn't really difficult, just be on top of all of those bots. For the low profile mission, which is kind of the first one, you can get it for just completing the mission, completing it under 25 minutes, and completing it under 15 minutes. That's a slightly more difficult one from my experience. The third mission, you can get it similar as the previous one, completing and then completing it a certain amount of time, and it seems to be a very similar thing. But you can also unlock these specific stars inside of Gun Game, which is another one that I would really recommend for you to play. It's essentially the exact same like Defender, but you just get to level up different weapons, and you can get it for allowing 9 or fewer bombs being planted or 3 or fewer bombs. So the main ones that I really recommend for you to get these stars super fast is mainly the Defender one or the Gun Game one, because the low profile, Denied Area, or High Ground will take you a slight bit longer. The reason you want to concentrate on these is because inside of the raid missions, we will be able to select between these 3. Maybe there will be a 4th one, they never mentioned it. I feel like there will be in the future, but the reason you want to level these up is because you unlock special abilities. So for example, the first one I'm going to cover is Assault. On tier 1, you can use 3 plates in your plate carrier instead of 2. Armor box field upgrade, provide armor plates to your team every 2 minutes. That's a pretty big one. On tier 3, Assault suit, once per mission, get full armor plates plus 60% extra health. On tier 5, use grenades and equipment faster, reload and switch weapons faster. On tier 7, max armor inventory increased from 3 extra plates to 5, and the last tier, tier 10, is begin missions with 2 stims in your backpack. This is basically what you want to concentrate on. You want to level these up so that once raid comes out, or at least in the future inside of your raids, you can have such an easier and better experience experience because of these extra tiers. The way I would look at it if I were you is it's essentially what we had inside of Cold War Zombies with the whole Ethereum crystals. The more that you played, the more that you unlocked, the better your perks, the better your character, the better your weapons were. Onto the second one, which is the medic one. On tier 1, revive teammates twice as fast, revive pistol field upgrade, instant ranged revive every 60 seconds. So essentially you'll be getting field upgrades with these actual specific kits. On tier 3, begin missions with a self revive, which is huge in my opinion, the fact that you'll be able to self revive yourself. The tier 5 bomb drone, once per mission, seek out and kill enemies with a deadly explosive. On tier 7, tactical sprint for twice as long, move 30% faster while crouched. Tier 10, begin missions with claymores in your backpack, begin missions with AT mines in your backpack. So I guess that's just two different things that you get in your backpack. These two huge things, in my opinion, the fact that you can spawn in with a revive pistol field upgrade, which is really good because that's essentially like a self revive if you go down, unless it doesn't behave the exact same inside of Spec Ops, but also you can revive your teammates, and on top of all this you get a self revive just on tier 3. That is really good. Now for example, I don't really have these kits really upgraded, which is what I'm going to try to do before raids come out, but for tier 3 from tier 1 it only takes 2 stars. So the more stars that you get, or the higher that you go up, it'll be slightly more and more difficult to unlock, but that's why you want to hop in and just get these stars. Now I don't know if they reset after some time. I feel like every single time you hop back in you'll be getting a different amount of stars, which should be relatively easy to level these up. And now on to the last one, which is the recon one. On tier 1, snapshot pulse field upgrade, throw a highlight nearby enemies every 60 seconds. So I'm guessing that just highlights enemies every so often by activating that. I've never heard of that one. I feel like it's in the game, but I haven't really noticed it. Tier 3, begin missions with a sentry gun kill streak. That is a huge one. And also begin missions with a cluster mine kill streak. So I don't know if that just lets you choose between the two, or if you just get, you know, the two of them. Then tier 5, recharge lethal and tactical equipment 60 seconds. It's okay. Carry 1 extra lethal and extra tactical grenade. And lastly, tier 10, begin missions with a heartbeat sensor in your backpack, and also begin missions with a spotter scope in your backpack. So as I've said, basically just hop in right now and just get those stars. So hopefully that is a good explanation of what you should do either before you play raid, when you play raid, or before season 1 reloaded comes out. I will be covering raids overall, how to play them, how they work whenever they drop, and everything season 1 reloaded. So again, if you're new here, please subscribe, be sure to drop a like on the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.